from my heart and from my hand. Why don't people understand my intention?
Welcome to another Big Irish vlog. You see, I used to do a Big Irish blog. Well, a little while. That's why the Big Irish vlog. So, somebody on the Shawn forums asked the question about my process, my writing process. Wish I had one. I don't have a good one, but they did specifically ask about music. Your answer is loud-ish. Either it's got to be music that I know so well the lyrics don't have any impact on me at all, or it's pretty much non-lyric stuff. I've got a lot of music in my action cinema folders. My friend and co-creator person Lee Ballou provided me tons of music in what we call his Princes and Pirates folders for his campaign, but it's all kinds of different thematic music. A lot of it from anime and anime style RPGs, so it's a lot of really cool stuff there, but also some action cinema stuff and things like that. I was also asked about writer's block. Basically for me, if I run into where I can't seem to really get into the thing I'm currently working on, I shift gears to one of my other projects. And believe me, there are always other projects, especially these days. So I'm still in the same theme, usually just another part of it. But once the groove hits, once I'm in a piece and it's really going, I don't stop. I mean, people have to bring me food. I constantly waving people out of the room, and however long it takes, how long it takes, until I get to a good natural stopping point. I don't stop in the middle of anything. I just go until I get to that. I've also been asked to start doing some discussion about GM's tips and tricks. I want to get some more elaborate stuff later, but I'll go ahead and tell you now, probably the single most important thing for me when I am throwing a game together, and most of the time, honestly, I'm throwing a game together. It's knowing the world, knowing what's going on in the world, and all the big picture stuff, and then everything runs from those themes. So it's really about knowing your bad guys, because it really comes down to all being about the conflict. Your players have got their relationships going on with their characters, so that stuff starts to tell itself. They tell you what their relationships with your NPCs and your supporting cast are, so you can just kind of riff off of that. And GMs have got to learn how to riff, how to improv, how to play off of what's going on improvisationally. I don't know how otherwise to do it. You can't be off a script. It's just that's writing a novel or writing a screenplay. Gaming's different. It's got to be riffing. It's got to be the interplay. But the bad guys, basically, it's not a matter of trying to plot out everything they're going to do and then try to anticipate all the play. Just know what your bad guys are thinking. Know what their plans are. Know who they are and what they're like. If they're plotters and schemers, they're not going to be on the front line of a fight. They're going to be doing everything they can to avoid it. So they're going to put other people in the way. They're going to put other challenges in the way. If they are frontliner types that really want to stand on the necks of the heroes, then play them that way. If they want to live, then have them fight that way. They will fight to win, but they will fight to live too. Rarely do I run battles where all the bad guys die. Most of the time, as the tide turns, they take off running, and they look for ways to get out of there. And the main bad guys especially, they'll be more than happy to use whatever diversionary tactics and whatever else they have to do to get out so they can recur. Heroes hate that. But it happens, and it makes for better ongoing stories. So really, the most important thing is, as you're putting together your ideas for scenarios and putting your ideas for both short and longer term stories, know the bad guys. Know what they're doing. Know what they want to do. Understand their motivations. And that's what Shawn really, for me, is more interesting. For me, as a GM, it's more interesting than other more old school style fantasy games, because it's not about monster in place, defend, trap, dungeon thing, get treasure stuff. It's about people plotting and scheming and having goals, and the heroes get caught up in that, and they have counter goals, and then how all that interplays with each other. Those are the scenarios, right? Those are the scenarios. Okay, so on top of everything else, I'm going to start sending out my personal thank yous. Each and every single backer is going to be receiving a specific note from me, which not only is a thank you for your support, but also that's where the link for the form that you need to fill out for your character information is going to come from, right? You click on the link, you'll fill out that form, submit your information, we'll get about your character, all the stuff we need to know so that I can write the microfiction, so I can stat the character up, so that Corinne can do the miniature for you. So it's all about the Google Forms, man. Thank you, Chris Casera, for delving into the Google Forms thing. Booyah! I love those things. Later on, for the world builder stuff, as we start lining that up, those of you who got world builder tiers, that's coming. Okay, you're gonna get your chance to do stuff with that. That's coming. So forms will come out to you specifically for that as well. I'd like to get to work. It's pretty much what I got to do. So on that note, later.